Now, there's more to come here on the program. In a bit, we should discuss further the appointment of Baba Kamara as National Security Advisor, while Shraj has okayed his appointment because then issues were raised about his involvement in the Maybe and Johnson corruption scandal. But Shraj says until proven guilty, he stands innocent. But we want to look at the man himself and find out if he fits the post given him by the president. Does he have the security knowledge enough to be able to advise on national security? While we do that, or while we prepare for that, let's go back to the Wangbut demo by the New Patriotic Party. Our men on the ground are joining us with some live pictures from there. Well, there seemed to have been some sort of challenge with the demonstration. As you can see on your screen, people seem to be running away from something or towards something. In a bit, we should get in touch with our correspondent and find out exactly what is happening. It's still the Wangbut demonstration organized by the New Patriotic Party through places, through Accra, starting from the Obra Sport. Right now, they're somewhere in Adabraka, I believe. Right, so in a bit we should get you some more detail from this particular demonstration organized by the New Patriotic Party. But let's talk about the appointment of Baba Kamara as National Security Advisor by President John Dramani Mahama. Now, President Mahama has been advised to show commitment to good governance by delaying Kamara's appointment as National Security Advisor until he is cleared of bribery allegations which date back to 2009. The Bekwai Member of Parliament, Joe Seusu, says for the President to go ahead with the appointment undercuts his rhetoric on fighting corruption. I'll bring you that soundbite in a bit, but let's discuss this man and the position he will fill closely. Captain Budu Kumson is a retired army officer and has joined me over the telephone. Thank you very much for your time here, Captain. Hello, Captain.
Yes, I hear you very faintly.
I'd give it another try. But let's look at the man, Baba Kamara, from where you sit as having occupied a position, having worked as an army officer. What would you say about this man and the position he's going to fill as a security advisor?
Well, do you hear me clearly?
I can.
Well, I hear you faintly, but I think I heard your question. I must say that checking with some of our sources and passing around, his appointment comes as a pretty surprise to both operatives and non-operatives alike.
But what should we be concerned about? Shouldn't we be concerned about the man being able to do the job? Can he do the job?
Well, we are yet to see. The traditional wisdom of practice is to have somebody who has been part of the system so that the person has built some sort of traction in the body politic of the intelligence community. We realize that the intelligence community tends to be a secluded class on their own, and they trust their own. But that is not to say that an outsider may also not perform. Maybe the president has dealt us a very smart hand. Let's wait and see, because I remember Dr. Anani was the Minister for Transport when they were cutting this Ebru road. And I understand he's a medical doctor, and he gave the engineers help. And they did a yeoman's job and a splendid job. So we are yet to see. But it's a bold move from the president.
But Captain,
who is not nurtured from the security system and doesn't have a deep constituency in there.
Let's look at the role too that Baba Kamara is about to play. How influential is the role of the National Security Advisor?
Please come again.
I'm asking, how important is the role of the National Security Advisor? What should we know about it?
How important is the role of the National Security Advisor?
Yes.
Wow. All our safety is in his hands. In fact, he coordinates all our intelligence agencies, be the BNI, be the military defense intelligence, be the CID, be it what. He coordinates all of this. And especially the internal security aspect, the non-military ones, like these tribal practice and all these things, the flashpoints we see around. He coordinates all these things, and he sort of advises the president how to position his marbles on the chessboard to contain all these possible threats. So it's very, very, very key. That is why, well, but you see, looking around, it looks like this guy has been preparing himself for this job. Somebody must have promised him this job, because since 2010, it looks like he's doing a crash course in intelligence. And a 3-year crash course, whether it be master or PhD from Harvard, doesn't give you the traction in the system. You have to have your constituents. You have to have your trusted people in the system, embedded in the system. So I don't know. I mean, in our language, in our parlance, what do I need to? Learning the theory of intelligence doesn't know that you know the pain and the complexity of intelligence. So we are yet to see.
Very well.
Operators in the industry were so surprised that this can't be true. That's some of the comments some of them made, but it's true. I guess the president has been smart, because this guy has had a stint in Nigeria, and I understand he took some intelligence courses in Nigeria, and maybe because of Boko Haram, and I understand he has some sort of wide West African network. Maybe the president is looking in that direction. I don't know. That would have been a smart move on the part of the president. But to deal with the various intelligence constituents and the turf wars and all these things, we are yet to see.
Very well. Captain, I'm grateful for your time. Captain Budu Kumsin is a retired Army officer. Well, now, we can go back to the NPP demonstration. My colleague Derek Akosam is joining us with some updates. Hello, Derek.
That is not the route they should have used. The number keeps increasing as we go on. There are lots of people who are closing their shops and they are joining in this demonstration today.
Kwati, our friend Niam has joined me over the telephone. Let's get some updates on the procession. Hello, Kwati. Hello, Kwati. Hello, Kwati. Well, I think we're having difficulty with Kwati there. But earlier, Derek Akosam was telling us why some of those people seem to have been running in the shot we got there. He was explaining that they were using another route that was not discussed with the police, and the police were trying to stop them from using that. We should get in touch with our men on the ground for more on this. Now, the Electricity Company of Ghana, Accra West region, has threatened to disconnect the Ridge Hospital from the national grid because it owes it a lot of money. We've been speaking to the Ridge Hospital. Take a listen to this. We'll come back to the studio briefly.
This report from ECG dated for February 2014. They've indicated that as of December 2014, we were owing them 333,664.18 Ghana cedis. So that's the notice they brought to us.
So for how long? What is the duration? Is it a year or 2 years or?
Yeah, they said after the end of December 2014, that was the indebtedness.
As at December 2014.
Yeah.
Okay, but what measures have the hospital taken to pay these monies or the ECG?
You know, what we have done is to get a monthly breakdown of our electricity cost. Then we can forward to the relevant authorities for a decision to be made. As you may be aware, hitherto we are not paying utility bills.
Yeah.
And this was mainly because utility bills payment was not factored into the cost of the charges that we charge our patients.
Okay.
So now, if it becomes necessary for us to pay, we'll simply inform the relevant authorities, and they will give us a direction on it, whether how to fund it. So as of now, we are not panicking about it.
Exactly who are these relevant authorities to give the clearance for these monies to be paid?
Oh, we are this in the Ghana Health Service and the Minister of Health. They will give us direction, a clear direction as to what should be done. So
when are we expecting to pay these monies? Because I'm told today is the deadline. You are meeting the deadline today.
Yeah, as I mentioned to you, we are not panicking about it. We have written back to the ECG indicating that they should give us a monthly breakdown so that we can use it for our scientific analysis. Once we get that from them, we'll communicate to them our next steps, what we are doing. And we are also forwarding the demand notice, as I said, to the Ghana Health Service and then the Ministry of Health, and then a clear direction will be given us.
Okay, like you said, has the ECG responded to these?
No. We just we got a letter last week and we sent this yesterday. So they have not yet responded, but we are getting in touch with them. We are in touch with them.
If this letter you've written to the ECG doesn't go well and they carry on with their threat of cutting power supply to the Rich Hospital, is the hospital coming up with any measures to address any challenges that we come up with this?
Oh, I'm not sure we'll get to that distance. Certainly, we will not get to that level. Surely, we are all rendering public service, and they know the importance of the services we are rendering. So I'm not sure they will take any draconian action that will incapacitate us. So they understand. I'm not sure at all that we'll get to this level. It's an issue that can be resolved at the ministerial or departmental level. So it will not get to that situation at all.
So how soon should we expect a response to come out from this meeting?
Yeah, as I said, we've written to them. They will communicate to us. Meanwhile, we are also communicating the situation to our authorities, the regional director, the director general, and the Ministry of Health. So it is something that they will take a holistic look at and give us a clear policy direction what should be done. So at the moment, we are not panicking. We are not trying to take any decision out of context. We want to wait and see how the thing turns out. Once we get a monthly breakdown and we're able to do the scientific analysis of how much it costs to take care of one patient by way of utility bills, ECG, water combined, then we can then give them information, as I told you, and then they will then inform us what to do, whether they will recharge and raise the money, whatever the decision they take at that level, then we will know.
Okay.
So, but all these things, in the next 1 month, it should be sorted out.
Sure.
In the next 1 month, it should be sorted out. It's not something that will drag for long.
Let's quickly speak to Kwati Afreniama, who's with the NPP as they embark on their Wongbo demonstration. Hello, Kwati.
Yeah, Camille.
What can you report now? What's the latest?
Well, the police a while ago, in fact, I must say, they're still having a difficult time controlling some of the protesters who want to use a route they describe as unapproved. And this route, I understand, from the security angle, leads to the new NDC headquarters. So some of the police men on the ground have been speaking to say their major concern is about the fact that they fear that some of the protesters may damage some property there. And aside of the point that that was not one of the routes they agreed upon, but I can see that about 16 policemen have blocked that route. Some of the protesters can be seen now lying down, and some of their leaders are trying to convince them to use what we would describe as the approved route now. But I can tell you that from the Kwame Nkrumah circle down to the Kingsway area, the streets are choked, I mean, more than 10,000 protesters participating in this demonstration now.
Will you say perhaps the police would need more men?
Clearly, the protesters have outnumbered them, but and it's clear that they're having a difficult time controlling the crowd now. But from all indications, I can see now about 5 police pickups have joined those here who were trying to control the crowd, who attempted using the unapproved route. So it's easy to believe that they will have the situation under control.
Kwache, thank you very much. We'll continue with this in subsequent broadcasts. At midday, I would speak to the police on this demonstration, and if reinforcement will be necessary. We'll also talk about the youths who vandalized the police station in Nyinahene in the Ashanti region. And we'll tell you why you should be careful when you buy fish lately from the markets, especially if you're in the Ashanti region. My name is Kamini Nyamani, and I'm grateful for your company. That's it for the Good morning.